दोस्तों इस क्लास में आपको डिक्टेशन दूंगा उसी मैटर की जो पिछली क्लास में 100 WPM पर आपको मैंने डिक्टेशन प्रोवाइड की थी। 1000 वर्ड्स की डिक्टेशन है, ग्रेड सी का मैटर है, 110 WPM इसकी स्पीड होगी। आपको डिक्टेशन दे रहा हूं, बी रेडी फॉर इट। सर, वी हैव बीन हियरिंग अबाउट इन्फ्लेशन. It is because of the steep rise in the prices of food articles. I have mentioned when I initiated the debate about the percentage of increase of prices these days when this government has come to power. This has never happened before. I have seen in the Financial Express that in the case of potatoes, the increase of prices over the last year is 96%, which is almost 100%. In the capital city, you cannot get them less than rupees 30. In the case of edible oil, it is not less than rupees 80. As regards the pulses, which are called the poor man's proud proteins, it is more than rupees 150. It is because of the delayed monsoon, delayed cultivation and less production. There will be further reduction in production and the crisis will be accentuated next year. This year it is at this level, but the next year it will reach another record high. Another reason for abrupt and steep rise in food articles is the reduction in the supply of vegetables, cereals and pulses. It is because the cultivated area of pulses has been reduced by half and production is stagnating. It is 13.5 million tons for the last 10 years. There has not been any increase in the production of pulses. Population is increasing, supply is decreasing, and prices are increasing. The steep rise in prices is also because of large-scale encouragement being given to speculative trading in commodity exchanges through future trading in essential commodities. This issue was discussed in this House in the 14th Lok Sabha also a number of times. Today, Honorable Member was raising the issue regarding how the ministries are ignoring the recommendations of the Standing Committee. Here, we find a glaring example of this. The Standing Committee is a mini parliament. The Standing Committee on Food and Civil Supplies unanimously recommended withdrawal of future trading in commodities. Honorable Member, when he was the Finance Minister, withdrew future trading or forward trading in the case of some 5 or 6 commodities. But subsequently, that order of withdrawal was also withdrawn. You will be surprised to know how the net value in the case of commodity exchanges has increased suddenly. In the period from 1st June to 15th June this year, the net value of the commodity exchange was more than rupees 15 crore. During the same period in 2007, the figure was about rupees 2.25 crore. There is 7 times increase within 2 years. It is not the government aware of it. This is the report of the Forward Market Commission of India. According to the report of the Forward Market Commission of India, the net value of commodity exchange has increased by 7 times. The government is aware of it, but the government is ineffective. The government has not taken any action or any measure to contain or control the price rise. This government has no concern for the common people of our country. See how the government has remained indifferent. You cannot find a single word in the budget speech of the finance minister or in the reply of the finance minister or in the reply of the Minister of Food and Civil Supplies on the debate on demands for grants of his ministry regarding price rise. We have raised many questions in regard to price rise, but he has not said anything. There was not even one sentence about it. What is the contingency plan of this government to contain and control the price rise? He has not mentioned it. Even the finance minister did not say anything while replying to the debate on the Finance Bill 2009. They have no concern for the plight of the common people. People are dying. Every fourth Indian is hungry today. Starvation deaths are occurring in a number of states. What are they saying? They are passing the buck to the state governments as if the federal government or the union government or the central government has no responsibility in regard to increase in the prices of essential commodities. It has happened with regard to not one or two essential commodities, but it has happened with almost all the essential commodities. But they will say that they have increased the food subsidy. They have indeed been increased. It was because of the increase in the minimum support price. We are for increasing the MSP. Rather, we are in favor of remunerative price to the agriculture, to the cultivators and to the farmers. The MSP is much less than the remunerative price. The government never considered remunerative prices. But for increasing the MSP, they have to increase the food subsidy and deprive the large section of poor people. What they have done? I am not talking of this government. It was started by the previous government. Why the poor are divided here with targeted public distribution system. They have divided the poor of our country. All sections of this house are complaining about BPL lists as to how BPL lists have been manipulated. Now the government will say that they are following the guidelines of the Planning Commission. If they are to follow only the guidelines of the Planning Commission, why a committee was appointed by the government to determine the national grain policy? What was the recommendation of that committee? As you know, the chairman of the committee was the member of the Planning Commission, and he is a member of the current Planning Commission also. I would like to quote what the committee has said. The committee endorses an immediate shift to a unified PDS as recommended for the long run. Although this would be another change in a system that has seen frequent changes over the last few years, we believe there are significant benefits. He has also recommended for the universalization of the public distribution system. Another high-powered committee headed by an eminent agricultural scientist to recommend on the problems of the agriculture was formed. He also recommended for universal public distribution system. I would request the government to control this price rise. Sir, with these words, I conclude. दोस्तों इसी के साथ डिक्टेशन फिनिश होती है. उम्मीद करता हूँ अच्छे से आपने लिखा होगा. अगर नहीं लिखी गई है, कोई दिक्कत आई है, तो इसकी 100 WPM पर जो डिक्टेशन प्रोवाइड की है आप उसे लिखिए पहले. मुलाकात करता हूँ अगली क्लास में अगली ट्रांसक्रिप्शन के साथ. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर.